Greetings, everyone. Today we're going to continue solving inequalities, but today we're going to add in the step of combining like terms. We do have a note sheet for this. If you don't have it printed out in front of you, please jot these down in your notebook. All right, let's go through our solving steps. We're only adding one step to what we've already done, and that one new step is we want to combine like terms on one or both sides. Now, we've done this before with equations, so it's really not a new step, it's just bringing it back. Step 2, we're going to undo any addition or subtraction. Step 3, we're going to undo any multiplication or division. And in that moment, we have to remember our special rule. If you multiply or divide by a negative, you need to flip the sign, meaning flip the inequality symbol. We've talked about that in the last few lessons, so that isn't anything new. And my request is that you write your answer with the variable first. So I've been calling that flip-flop because it makes the graphing of the solution easier if the variable is written first. So again, that means if I have 7's less than x, I flip that around to say x is greater than 7. Quick refresher on combining like terms. Again, nothing new here. I have suggested drawing lines or boxes just to stay organized and help me with the combining like terms. You've probably got a strategy by now that works for you. So just stick to that strategy and combine those like terms. Remember, they can cancel out, meaning that -3 and +3 is 0, so I don't need that. So let's jump into today's task. Our first step is to combine like terms. I have 5m and +2m, and that combines to get 7m. Everything else drops down. We're then going to undo our addition and subtraction. Instead of -9, let's add 9. Opposites go away. I now have 14 greater than 7m. Our last step typically, not always, but typically is division. Instead of times 7, divide 7. The m falls down, the symbol falls down, and I have a 2. Now my request is that we write the variable first, so I'm flip-flopping the entire inequality. That's going to help now, because as I graph at 2, it's going to remain open and go left. If you need help with graphing, please see the Graphing Inequalities video. Let's take a look at example 2. Draw a line down the symbol. Step 1 today is to combine like terms. I have +11m and -6m. That's a +5m. So be careful with the signs. That's why I like to draw shapes, so I don't forget about them. Our next step, instead of subtract 8, we're going to add 8. Opposites go away. 5m falls down, symbol falls down, and I have a 30 here. And our typical last step, instead of m times 5, we're going to divide 5. The m falls down, symbol falls down, and I have a nice clean 6. The variables first, so no flipping. On my number line at 6, I'm going to graph a solid dot, shaded in, colored in, and we're going to the right, greater than 6. Example 3, please put a star by this one. This is one of those special cases. It's been a while since we've done ones like this. But when I draw a line down my inequality symbol, that divide 5 is in the way. Remember, if we have a big division bar, it's in the way, so let's get rid of it first. So this means we're not following the typical steps. We need to multiply both sides by 5 first. Instead of divide 5, times 5. That way, it's a single line of work. Now we can solve it following our typical rules. Instead of -2, let's add 2. And instead of times 7, let's divide 7. So again, if there's a large division bar over the whole problem, it's in the way. If something's in the way that much, we need to get rid of it. So let's go to our number line. Oops, first of all, I see my variables first, so that's good. I'm just going to rewrite it here. At 6, we're going to be open, and we're greater than 6. So we're going to go to the right, bigger than 6. Our last example on our note sheet, we'll draw a line down the inequality symbol. Step 1, I'm going to see if I have any combining like terms. And I do. I have a positive 9 and a positive 7. So just regular numbers that I'm going to combine. Everything else falls down. Next step, undo any addition or subtraction. Instead of a positive 16, let's minus 16. So be careful, that negative belongs to the 6, so it just falls down. The 16's positive, so we subtract it. That gets us to 30. My last step, instead of b times negative 6, let's divide by negative 6. Let's stop right there. What did I just divide by? I divided by a negative. So I've been saying this all along. Flip your symbol, make it obnoxiously big, shade it in. We divided by a negative, so we flipped the sign. Now let's finish out our steps. The opposites go away, the b falls down. 30 divided by negative 6 is negative 5. Lastly, I want you to write the variable first. So this is a flip-flop one. If I was pointing to the b, I stay pointing to the b. Or if I flip one, I flip all. Let's draw our solution on a number line. If I'm at negative 5, I want an open circle, but I'm going to go left from negative 5. I want the values that are less than negative 5. So this is really a special case. I call this my double flip problem. We flipped because of the divide by negative, and we flipped so we could write the letter first. And that's okay. It just helps us stay organized, makes the graphing easier. All right, make sure, as always, that you check out Google Classroom. What's our task today? What do we need to finish? Let me know if you have any questions, and until next time, have a good one.